Hey guys, it's Keith Grevenitz from the Beat Sessions here to talk to you about Brian Eno and his latest release, Forever, Ever, and No More. That's all one word, by the way. Eno is an interesting guy that has been around for a long time. He studied painting and experimental music at the Art School of Ipswich Civics College in the early 1970s. He has collaborated with both Davids Bowie and Byrne, two huge heavy hitters in music. He's also produced albums for U2 and Coldplay. His full name is Brian Peter George Saint John Le Baptiste de la Salle Eno, and I like this new album, even though he breaks some of my rules for good music. The first song, Who Gives a Thought, reminds me of David Gilmour a bit, lyrically and in that way that Gilmour knows how to take you to space. Definitely some Floyd like sounds, has a shine on you crazy diamond feel with the twinkling outer space sounds combining with a cosmic synth. We Let It In, the second track, it plays more like a meditation than a traditional song. It just stays in the key and hangs there delicately, making beautiful sounds with voices and synth. Great sounds for psychedelics, that's for sure. Icarus and Blariot is another meditative sounding track that feels really nice. Eno does a great job at hanging in, I'm going to use this word, a frequency and elongating it, staying mellow but very enjoyable. Garden of Stars is meditative again, channeling a frequency for sure, utilizing a Gregorian chant like vocals. We have a little build up here that teases like Eno's bubble of calm is going to erupt, but it doesn't, and I'm not upset about it. It seemed really exciting, but instead of giving into that explosion, it backs right back down. With the track Inclusion, I start to think about criticism I've given to other groups and how I've often think that dynamics and change are an important part of music. But I'm going to give Eno a pass. So far, this album plays like a collection that feeds a larger sacred meditation. This can definitely be listened to in an altered state and be very supplementary to any medicine you might have taken. There Were Bells has a little bit of a different mood than the rest. It feels vaguely sad, which can be a good thing to face in a meditation. Finding meaning in sadness or experiencing empathy is a benefit in that range. I'm Hardly Me has some nice female vocals, and it does a lot of the same. These Small Noises was a big surprise track that deviated from the formatting of the rest of the album. It's a vibrant song. Yes, I'm going to call this one a song with chromatic piano. It sounds almost like something you'd hear in a church, but a bit more ominous. I'm going to read the lyrics to support that. There aren't many, it's more of a poem. These small voices, all we died for. These small faces, all we saw. Take us, take us. We are over. Make us into land. Land of soil, we owe our fathers. Olive tree line, now no more. Go to earth, our hair on fire. Go to hell, in hell to burn. So you can feel that juxtaposition there, and you can hear why I thought the lyrics should be mentioned when I said it sounded like an ominous church song. It was definitely a clashing there. Making Gardens Out of Silence is the last track. It's very much an ambient frequency track again. Very ethereal and yet uplifting. After listening to this track and the whole album, I have to say I feel more at peace. These sounds are so soothing and pleasantly static, which isn't an easy accomplishment. Eno keeps things simple here and builds a very pleasing album in which he mostly maintains in a meditative zone that doesn't have a huge dynamic range, but it's still a great album to listen to. This would be a great album to do yoga to meditate, to relax, and for that reason, it probably isn't for everyone. But I'd give this a vinyl please and recommend to anyone who likes ambient sounds. I'd listen to the whole album if I were you. Thanks for listening, guys. If you are an Eno fan, I'd like to know what else you listen to so I could check it out. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you have a super chill day. Thanks.